All right, hey, how you doing? We're at game night right now, doing the Princess Bride from Ravensburger. Storybook game based on the movie. This is our first time doing the game, so we're kind of learning it as we play. We got Cecil and Waylon here.
How are you doing?
Hey.
And it's kind of a co-op game where it's going to be the three of us versus the storybook.
Yeah, I guess what we're going to be doing is we take turns and we basically try to complete challenges on each chapter. Each chapter is based on, part of the movie. And if we can complete the chapters before the grandson gets bored and stops listening to the grandpa tell the story, we win.
He's got to get to California to play Super Mario 3. There's a contest, Video Armageddon. You've heard of it.
Savage.
So we start with the chapter, and I kind of got to stand and sit here because I'm going to be kind of the narrator.
Okay.
I'll be the Columbo of this game.
There you
The Peter Falk.
Be the Peter Falk for us there, Jay.
Okay.
So Waylon's kind of the rules
I'm the rule
guy.
book guy. And
So just tell me how to start off here.
okay. So we got everything set up for this chapter. So so game overview. Okay, so we've each got our four story
Yeah, we
cards.
just start the 4 cards.
Yeah, let's see. So, on your turn, we'll start with you, Jay.
Okay,
So,
chapter 1, As You Wish.
Hey Jason.
Yeah.
Before you guys start playing, just kind of give a tour of the board and kind of orient so we can orientate people.
Well, chapter 1 starts out at the farmhouse where the movie started out with Buttercup and Wesley getting to know each other.
Ready. So,
We got Wesley starting out at the barn in black and Buttercup in red at the farmhouse.
so who here most recently completed a chore in real life? Because that's who goes first.
Then that would be me.
What did you do today? What was your last chore?
Well, technically, you're going to laugh when you find out what it was. It was actually wood.
You're chopping wood?
I was sawing wood.
Wood.
For my mother's fireplace,
Wow, that's
actually.
thematically appropriate.
I know, isn't
so
that
you're gonna
hilarious?
lead us off then, I guess, and then I'll go second. So
Oh, goody!
okay. So
The irony.
Yeah.
so
I'm assuming.
you want to so you can move a character, either character. We share characters.
Yes.
They don't belong to anybody.
So when do we start reading here? Do I start reading before you?
Yeah,
any
go
of
ahead
us
and give
move?
us the rundown. You want to just read us
All
through
right,
the
so chapter 1, As You Wish. The story so far. Buttercup enjoys nothing more than tormenting the farm boy, whose only reply is, As you wish.
Okay.
Chapter rules. Chores. During the storytelling phase, the active player may discard a card to move a chore counter in Wesley's space to the list of chores. The chapter is interrupted if there are no more chore counters remaining in the list of chores when you would need to place a chore on the map.
Okay, so I guess that's what we don't want to happen because that's the interrupt token, and then what that'll do is it'll flip to the grandpa. That gives us a chance to replay the chapter. If we fail again, we just lose the game. So it's like an extra life.
Alrighty.
So
The plot table. All right. 1 through 15 farm boy. Place a chore counter from the list of chores on the space with the same number as the revealed plot card.
Okay. So
For example, if you drew plot card 14, place a chore counter on space 14.
okay, yeah, well that follows.
Okay.
So that's basically the chores are going to be spawning on the board, right? Okay. So
So that would mean.
so what exactly what are we trying to do here to finish this chapter? We got to do these challenges, and so let's read this. It'll give us an idea of where we want to move our guys, so we're not just moving aimlessly on the board.
Okay. So challenges as you wish requires there must be 2 or fewer chore counters on the map. Wesley and Buttercup must be on the same space.
Okay, and then I think you also have to discard these symbols here on the side are the different types of story cards.
Okay, so
Or I'm sorry, yeah, the story cards. So you know, the symbols there, you've got to be able to match them when you. I guess you play cards, you discard it, so you've got to like do whatever the challenge says, but you've also got to like have these symbols
In
like to
your-
play.
okay.
So we'll get you started there, Cecil.
All
Let's
right.
see. So first you move. You may move a single character 1 or 2 spaces, or move 2 characters a single space each. Players may move in any direction, so just basically along the paths on the board.
So
Little ant on the table there.
so I would move
I'm guessing you're trying to get to those
to the
chores.
chores.
Yeah.
Would be the guess. So if that's true, I would take Wesley.
So you can move him
to
too, or you can move them each one. You get 2 to split, basically. 2
Okay.
moves.
Well, I will move him too
Okay.
to get him to a chore.
The horses. Okay, so then you are at the storytelling in any order. So in this step, you may complete any or all of the following actions in any order. Once per turn, trade 1 card in your hand with 1 card from any other player. You can only do this once per turn. You can discard any number of cards from your hand to move 1 character 1 space per discarded card. So you can like burn cards for extra
Okay.
movement. You may do this more than once on your turn. Or complete a challenge or challenges by meeting the requirements and discarding cards from your hand. But we just talked about that.
Yeah, which is the very top one, which I believe is like what love.
Or use a miracle to draw 3 cards from the story deck. Or draw 1 card from the special deck. So I guess this would be the special deck. I didn't think we were going to be using that, but apparently we are. I guess these are like wild cards.
Oh, okay.
You can, So let's see. Is there a challenge you want to go for? Which one would be the easiest one?
The top one, as you wish, it looks like.
Yeah, so that is, you just got to get Buttercup and Wesley to the same space. What else do you have to do there, Jason?
Okay, so there must be 2 or fewer chore counters on the map. So you can't do that one
Okay.
because there's 3 right now, right?
Yes,
wood.
3 pieces of wood.
Okay, so moving on to True Love, that requires Wesley and Buttercup must be in the barn. Seek a Fortune requires Buttercup must be in the barn and Wesley on the 2 fortune space. You must
Which is-
have completed
which is,
all of the challenges.
That one. Okay.
But you don't do that.
that's the
until other
last
2.
one. So we got to do
So
the.
you got to do the as you wish. So in order for that to do, you got to get rid of a chore. So how do you get down to 2 or fewer chores, Waylon?
Well, let's see. Chores. What does it say right here? This is like a. I think it's.
During the storytelling phase, the active player may discard a card to move a chore counter and Wesley's space to the list of chores.
Oh, okay, so
So-
he's moving around the farmhouse, just doing random chores. So, so what do you have to discard a card in order to do that?
Uh-huh.
And it's
yeah.
got to be on his space, and then it goes over here to list of chores.
Yeah.
So that's what we're trying to clear the board, right? There's
Well-
only supposed to be 2 on the map.
Well, you're trying to be able to start the challenges, so that requires first getting rid of a chore.
Okay.
So you
So
need
I
to
would-
complete 1 chore
So
before you can
take a
go on
look
to
at
the
your
first
hand
challenge.
there,
Yes.
and let's see. So you're gonna want to keep the love because that's part of this chore.
Right. So it'd probably be this
What is
one.
this symbol here?
That is a green.
Is
It
it
looks like a
green?
It's a ship.
Okay, so that's a different one.
Yeah.
So you've got revenge, couple of loves, and an intrigue. I'm thinking like maybe the Revenge or the Intrigue might be one to burn. It doesn't look like it's one we're
Yeah.
going to use for this challenge.
So I will burn.
Make that let's make the discard pile right next to this, face up.
All right.
Yeah, there you go.
So I will burn the revenge card.
So then that goes over here. Sure.
So that makes only 2 left.
Mm-hmm.
And since there's 2 or less, then we can do the.
So we can move on to the first challenge. Requires there must be 2 or fewer chore counters on the map. Wesley and Buttercup must be on the same space. So now you need to get Wesley and Buttercup to meet each other.
Okay.
So it would be the next turn you need to move, right?
Yep. So and let's see.
So it'd be it would go to the next person's turn.
Yeah.
So that would be
Mhm.
your.
So that'd be
Well,
Waylon.
actually, we're not quite there yet. We're still
Okay.
finishing up storytelling. So we did all that. Did you want to trade cards? That doesn't really look like it's going to help us too much at this point.
Not at the moment.
I've got a courage, but we'll hold off
Yeah.
until another turn here. Okay, so you draw 2 cards from the story deck, which is this one. 2 more.
2 cards.
Mhm.
All right. Got a intrigue and a.
And then
courage.
now we do the plot deck. So let me move this over here. Plot. So it's number 7. Keep your shirt on. So we just the plot table. You just want to read what does that do? It was a 7.
Mhm.
So what do we do there?
Okay, so 1 through 15. It was a 7. That was
Yep.
Farm Boy. Place a chore counter from the list of chores on the space.
Oh,
with the
see, they're
same
gonna keep
number
spawning.
as the revealed plot card. So what number was the plot
It
card?
was 7, so it goes on
place
7.
what on
It has
7?
to
So it's gonna like we're trying to scramble to get rid of these chores, but they're gonna keep popping up.
Yeah, because
So-
they have to meet up.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then okay, so we did all that, and then 5 is discard. If you have more than 6 cards in your hand at the end of your turn, you have to discard down to 6.
I only have 5.
Okay, so then I guess I will go.
Mhm.
So I'm thinking we just keep trying to get those chores off the board. Should I?
Yeah.
So you can move one character 1 to 2. How about we start moving Buttercup a little closer? That's that.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to discard a story card in order to pick up a chore, right?
Yeah.
Let's see. You discard number of cards and move 1 character 1 space per discarded card.
Okay, no, yeah, that's not what I was. Let's see. But how did he pick up a chore? Because that's what we want to do.
It goes down to here.
Chores.
During the storytelling phase, the active player may discard a card to move a chore counter.
Yeah.
So you need to get rid of one of your cards. And you
Yeah.
can get rid of the chore.
I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of intrigue because it doesn't look like it's actually
Okay.
used for anything to get rid of that. There's a bunch of cards here that are basically. I think I'm going to discard this revenge too because we just don't need it this game.
Mhm.
I mean, it's just taking up space in my hand. Well, but I could always. I'll hang on to it because I can always use it in future turns to pick up chores.
But you can move a space for every card you discard, right?
Oh yeah, I could.
You
Yeah.
could get rid of that.
So if you discard, you can move, one
him
space.
close. Move him closer or her closer.
And
Mm-hmm. But I've got to do any movement I do. I have to do before I start doing stuff with
Okay,
chores because
sure.
that's movement is your first part of your turn.
Uh-huh.
Once you start the storytelling, your movement's done. So you can't move, pick up a chore token, and then keep moving.
Okay.
You got so I'll hang on to it. That's fine.
Mhm.
And then so we can play special cards. Don't have any of those. Trade a single card with any other player. Don't need to do that. Draw 2 cards. And then we do the plot, which is this guy. Number 6. So what we get I'm guessing we get a chore token on number 6.
Yeah, when was your age? Television was called books. When I was your age.
Television was called books.
Excuse me now.
Who played the grandpa? It's been a while.
Peter Falk.
Was it Peter Falk?
Yeah,
That's what I thought.
combo.
Yeah.
I just got one more thing before I leave. I just got to ask you one
We did all that and then discard that I don't have more than 6. So you're up, Jay. It seems pretty straightforward.
more. Okay.
I
Okay, he's burned one.
have an
Sure.
adventure card, so I've got one of these. I'll
Yes.
hang on to that.
And so, where's the card I choose? This one?
This one here?
5.
We're just scrambling to do chores.
Well, we got to get them together.
And it's the kid with When Does It Get Good?
All right. Discard the top. What's the top part of the plot deck?
That's a
The
question.
plot deck is the this one. Yeah, you did that. That's
Yeah,
when you
did
play
that. Oh, I
that.
jumped
Yeah.
ahead of there.
Yeah.
All right. So, and if I have more than 6 cards,
You discard down to 6.
and now I got 5.
Okay.
All right.
Which I guess that would end up leading it to me.
Yes. And we can get them together. We can start the challenge right now, I think. Right?
Well, you got one more. You got to have 2 or fewer chores on the board, right?
Oh, yeah,
There's
that's right.
There's
still
3,
Good
so
choice.
I'm going to take her and move her to these 2.
You got to discard a card to pick that up. So
And
let's see
we'll
what you
discard-
got.
oh,
Intrigues
probably-
aren't. We don't need intrigue at all on this
Yeah,
chapter.
So we'll get rid of the intrigue. We'll get rid of that one there. And then that means I put one of these, which is a 4.
Oh, good.
And it is this a kissing book?
As long as it's not in the way of us getting together, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
Right. And then I would draw 2. And it does that I have 6, but I can get rid of another intrigue one because it's not one we need.
Hmm?
And I have 5. And that should lead to you.
Okay. So what are you guys thinking?
I would say move him to 12 and her onto the thing because you can move
Oh
each
yeah, I can
one
move them each one and
You
then
can get rid of
discard.
that
Yeah, that
discard.
puts them right next to
and
each
then by
other.
the time it's him, Jay will be able to
What space was he on?
Just in case.
do well.
The well? Is that that's an actual space, huh?
Yeah,
That's where
okay,
chore
that's where
was.
the chore was.
Oh, the numbers are just where the chores spawn.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. So move him to 12. You think?
Yeah.
Move her here,
And you do a discard.
and that gets them. Yeah, I'll discard. We need the adventure. We need courage. We need love. I'll get rid of revenge. That goes back to the supply.
And then your card for
The plot
numbers.
card.
Plot card is
3. Hold it. Hold it. What is this? Are you trying to trick me?
Fred Savage.
My brother has a friend named Conan Savage.
Oh, yeah?
Isn't that an awesome name?
Is he
The savage sword of Conan.
I haven't heard a name that cool since Cosmo Kramer.
Right.
All right, so my turn was that
Did
it?
you draw 2?
No. So yeah, we did the plot. I was supposed to draw actually before we played the plot, but oh well.
Oh, well, hey.
And
doesn't-
if you have more than 6, just 1, 2. I have 6, so we're good. All right,
Okay.
you are up, buddy.
So if I move, they must be on the same space. So I can move Wesley here. Now they're on the
Great.
same space. We can start as you wish challenge.
Can we though?
I think so. There must be 2 or fewer chore. Oh no, wait, we can't.
See, that's the thing. We keep spawning
we
chores.
keep spawning chores. All right.
Okay, well.
What about the other one? Because we want to. What are the requirements for this one here? The true love.
We got to get into the barn for that one. So
Okay,
I
maybe
suppose
that
we
would
could
be
do
after,
that.
huh?
Yeah, I think they go in order here.
Yeah, it might be. We might have to go.
Well, I know this one has to be last, but maybe you can do these two in any order.
Okay, so we got to get to the barn with both of them.
Right.
So if I use my turn to move,
But here's the thing, guys. If we move to the barn, we're going to be really far away from those chores, and they're just going to pile up. This is like our life meter right here.
uh-huh.
I would say. I would say.
You know, we can always, like in the movement part, we can always ditch cards just to run
Discards
faster.
for you. Yeah. I would say possibly have her take up the 2, get up to there, because we already know these are taken, that's taken. 6 has already been done. 11 has already been done. This has already been done. I think 8. I don't remember if 8.
Is there a reason there's 6 pictured here? Should we only use 6 and then once the
Well,
6 are done?
no, that's just what was left over
Oh, okay.
from the
Okay.
setup. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, it just said put all the remaining tokens there when we set
Oh,
up.
okay, that's
So
what it
So
said.
yeah, we know the horse. We know the horse, and this section is pretty much safe of the chores. It's going to be the lower ones.
at least until we get through this deck. Once we get through it, we shuffle it and start over. I think same with this deck when it runs out. So
Can you do 2 chores in one movement? Can you move on one chore and then on another one if they're both together?
I think let's see. That's a good
Because
question.
otherwise, we're just going to be spawning a chore with every card. We're going to be placing a chore. There's always going to be 3 on the board.
I would say possibly move each into a different area and have the next person, which would be me, do 1 there and then
Oh,
to
here's the
another spot.
thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I was wrong about the movement. Like your base movement has to go first, but
But then you have
you can
continuing
still
movement.
you can like after your basic move during the storytelling part you can move further. I thought you had to do it
There
all
we
at once,
go.
but that's
no, it's
not
okay.
necessarily
Yeah,
the
it's
case.
okay. Yeah. Because then after that you can discard your movements. If you discard
And
4
so
cards,
so
you can
yeah
move.
so you can discard cards to keep moving
Yeah.
and then discard more cards to grab. So
And can I do more than 1 chore in a turn?
yeah, yes,
Okay,
you
so
can.
let's do
As
this,
long
okay.
as you have the cards to discard for each extra movement and
Okay.
each chore.
So then here we go. Here's my first movement.
That's
All right?
2.
Let's discard
Okay.
a card. Get rid of that chore.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now discard another card.
To move.
We'll do revenge, and I will move here
Okay.
and discard another card and get rid of that chore there.
Okay.
Okay. Now that we just got 1 there on the board.
I believe it's
No, I'm trying to decide. Do I want to?
Now in
Oh, if
his
he wants
turn,
to.
he could just hustle to get them onto the
Yeah.
same space.
right.
So what was going on in the movie during all this?
You gotta tell. It's been so long since I've seen this movie.
Oh, the movie during this scene, this was just like the get to know you. This was the introduction. Wesley was on the farm as the hand, and just after a period of time, they just kind of one of those moments where like they just met each other's eyes. He said, "As you wish," and they kissed.
Every time he was saying "as you wish," it was more "as I wish."
But he was
I could
really
be with
saying,
you.
"I love you."
Yep. That's pretty much how, and she would have him do ridiculous, stupid things just to have him close. Like,
And like the last one was like, "Will you get that water pail above my head?"
the jug that stands above me. That way they were literally right next to one another.
And then what
okay.
happens when she gets chosen to be betrothed to Christopher Guest? Christopher Guest?
No.
Christopher- What's
He's
the actor's name?
his name is Chris Sarandon. He was
Yeah,
the
Chris Sarandon.
He was married to
And
Susan
so
Sarandon.
she gets taken away. Wesley goes off to.
Well, he leaves before she gets betrothed to him.
No, why does he leave though? He leaves
to get his fame and fortune.
to be worthy enough to marry her, and he ends up becoming the Dread Captain Roberts.
Dread Pirate Roberts.
Pirate Roberts,
Jed-
Captain
Jed
Pirate, Pirate Captain.
He gets taken on
Pirate
He
Ghost!
gets taken on the pirate ship.
All right, so that's I'll stay there because I don't want to discard my last 2 cards just to get over to the other chore.
Yep.
All right.
So we
Play
were making
special
this out to
card.
be a little harder than it really was. I think this opening chapter is just kind of like showing you the basic mechanics.
And there's that. Trade a single card with any other player.
Yeah, if you wanted to swap from your hand, you could. We
No, we don't need to
But
do
you can
that.
only do
We
that
need-
once per
Use a
turn.
miracle to draw 3 cards
That's
from the
this
story deck.
token.
How do you use a miracle? We're not using miracles on this one.
Well, so basically, I'm guessing you burn a card and you pick it up just like a chore token, and then you can spend it.
You end up getting 3, and then you could probably burn those to move a person.
Oh yeah, 3 cards from the story deck or 1 card from the special.
Oh,
deck.
no, here. Okay, so you don't have to discard a card like a chore. Miracles are marked by a star on the board.
Right
To pick
there.
up a miracle from the board, a character must move through or land on that space.
Ah,
Players keep miracles from chapter to chapter until they decide to use them. So you get to keep that from one chapter
and then
to
you
the next.
spend it later.
Miracles belong to the players as a group and can be used anytime by any player. To use a miracle, simply discard the token and either draw 3 cards from the story deck or 1 card from the special deck.
Okay, so that's all good. So draw 2 cards, discard the top card of the plot deck. We did that again before I drew the cards. Discard if you have more than 6 cards, and I don't. Your turn, Cecil.
So it comes to me.
So there's only 2 on the board. I think do you have the story cards to do the as you wish?
I
You
do.
just need a love card.
I do have the required.
But they need
love
to be
card.
on the same space. So
Hey, that shouldn't be hard. They're only
Right.
2 spaces. They're 3 spaces
so
apart.
let's see what's going to be your first movement then, Cecil.
I think my first one is that I'm going to go for the chore. I'm going to take him to the chore one.
Mm-hmm.
I can burn an intrigue because
Sure.
I don't need it. That throws that away.
Mm-hmm.
Then I can go to the second one. And
All moving. True love awaits.
Keep on moving. Don't stop.
I-
No.
That's soul to soul.
That's right.
I'll burn a card because I'm hoping that you guys will have at least something in the others. So
Yeah.
So I'm going to burn a courage card
Okay.
to get them together on
I've
one
got
spot.
a couple spare courages that I can
Alrighty.
swap you if need be.
And so the first one,
Did we complete the first challenge then?
No, now they're on the same space.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
Is there
reward, draw 1 card from the special deck. Because you got them on the same space.
Okay.
So now we're officially done with that challenge.
And so,
That day, she was amazed to discover that when he was saying, as you wish, what he meant was, I love you.
so that means this challenge is done. So we put the.
I would think the challenge.
Yeah.
With the stamp of
The stamp.
challenge
Mhm.
hood.
Once you've completed all of a chapter's challenges, okay, no, that's not. Completing challenges. There we go.
Okay. So the next obstacle with the challenges
Boom.
is
Complete.
True Love, where we want to get them in the bond together, and we all know what's going on in there.
Yes, and since I got them, did that, that means
So
I have.
So on my turn, I think I can just burn cards.
Oh, wait,
and
are
get
you
them
done
there.
with your turn?
I'm doing my turn. That means I have
Draw
to
your
draw
cards.
2.
And then
And if
then
I
you
got
have to-
more-
Then 6 you discard.
Then I'll get rid of.
and then the plot, we
Revenge.
have to do a chore, plot card.
Oh, yes. And then the plot
Put that on 1, thank
is
God.
on number 1. A book. Has it got any sports in it?
Fred Savage is just a terrible human being.
Lacrosse.
Only fencing, boy. Only fencing.
You know, at one time, Fred Savage was my favorite actor.
Was he?
Yeah. It was
Like how long ago are we talking? Like last week?
1987 when this movie came out,
Yeah.
and The Wonder Years was like in its first season.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we were all watching that show.
Remember Vice Versa?
Actually, I never watched Wonder Years.
I do remember Vice Versa.
What about Vice Versa?
Wasn't
Judge Reinhold, he switched places.
And that wasn't it
Yeah.
funny because that came out.
it was
like
right
not-
on the big craze.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
copied thing. And there was the third one.
Kinda like,
anybody,
well-
anybody remember the third one? What was the third one? What
Wait a
was the third one in the Mind Swapping trilogy?
Because
Dudley Moore, Kirk Cameron,
Oh.
like father, like son.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
People forget that one. Right?
I wonder why.
Telling you. Oh, Kirk Cameron, though. He's a treasure.
Yeah.
All right, so you're done, Waylon?
So I'm up. So what are we trying to do for true love?
We got to get to the barn.
Okay, just get to the barn, and I just got to burn these cards. I have those cards
Yeah,
in
get
hand.
to the barn, and your reward is to draw one card from the special deck. So, can they get over there?
Let's see.
Not both of them. I mean, with your initial turn, you're going to have to spend cards.
Okay, that's fine. So I'll move them each one, right? I should probably go with a well. That it would make
Whatever's
more sense to go
easiest.
this way. So I can move them each one. 1, 2. Let's see. Yeah, I think I can. Ooh, I don't want to get rid of these adventure cards though, because we need them for the end. Do you have any adventure cards? The green?
Oh, yeah.
Do
You
you?
want to swap me?
No, I've just got some, but I might
do.
need to
I have
burn
one.
them.
I do. Yeah.
I have one.
Okay, then I think we'll probably be okay. So,
Can always trade.
yeah, you can do one trade per turn. But it doesn't really matter. So, I guess I'll burn an adventure. It sucks that you just can't go there.
That's the way they do it.
I guess I'll burn a courage to move her there. Now this one doesn't matter how many chores are on the board, right?
No, we're already done with the chore thing.
Okay, so then
We got the chores out of the way. They've already fallen in love. No more
okay.
chores. It's
No more
barn
chores.
time, Waylon. It's
Yeah.
barn time.
Okay, the barn is space number 13 then.
Right.
So
Unlucky 13.
I'll burn an adventure card and she'll be waiting for him with bated breath.
Like
And
they all-
that's and
like
then
they all do.
let's see, do you have the cards you need like to make that happen on your turn? What do you
Let's
got?
make this happen. I got revenge, love. Yeah, I got love. You know, courage, adventure.
So you've got an adventure.
So you
need a
wanna
love.
trade? You wanna
I'll-
trade?
Yeah, I'll take one of those revenges off your hands and give you a love.
Okay.
Because you're going to need 2 of those and 1 of that.
All right.
And
So now
then,
draw 2 cards from the story
draw
deck.
2 cards, and then we play a plot.
Which is a number 20.
I mean, the timer's still going. So,
we don't
yeah.
have 20 on their board.
It goes up to 15.
So what does that
But
mean?
what does it say right there? 16 to 20 then. Move.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so there we go.
Fetch me the pitcher. Move Buttercup to Wesley's space, then draw and resolve another plot card. So you got to move
lovely.
it back out.
Move her back to where he is.
And then we do a
Draw
plot
a
card.
plot card and resolve it.
Number 19.
Same thing.
Draw another one.
17.
Another.
8.
All right.
Then just
Wait. Just wait.
Going.
So yeah, it's a race the clock thing.
Yeah,
Got
sure.
going here.
Yeah.
And then you don't have any more than 6 cards to discard. You're done.
Yeah, I drew my 2, so
Yep.
you're up. So you should be able to do it this turn. I
So
would think.
we can do the initial move to get them in there.
And then you just got to burn those.
And so the storytelling.
So you got to
complete the
burn 2
challenge.
loves, and a courage. You got to discard.
2 loves and a courage.
Mm-hmm. And your reward is to draw one from this
from
deck.
the special.
I don't know that we really shuffled this deck. Do you want to mix it up real quick?
Sure. You know what? I don't think I threw. Just to be safe. I don't think
Okay.
I threw
All
one
right.
of those
You don't
in
want to
there.
cheat.
No.
God forbid.
No. I will not be the one invading this
Draw
episode
2.
and cheating.
Draw 2 cards from the story deck.
Mhm.
Whoops. Discard the top card, the plot card.
18.
They're
Keep
already,
going.
Yeah, you just keep going until you.
There's
Keep going.
16.
You need a 15 or lower. There
There's
you
your
go.
15.
All right.
We don't have much time left, so we might have to actually grab some more chores, you guys.
And then that's it for me. All right then.
Okay.
So you got 2 chores left on the map. We don't have much time.
Right.
And what do we have to do for seek?
You need.
All right,
Fortune.
seek fortune, last one. Requires Buttercup must be in the barn and Wesley on the 2 fortune space. He must
That's
have
over
completed
here.
all the other challenges.
And that's it. And then you just burn those.
So she's already in the barn.
So we can leave her there. He can just make a dash, and you might want to even grab that chore just to keep it off the
Yeah.
map, the one that's on your way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking if we can get this one, and then on our way off the map get this one, that'll buy us enough time to get
Right.
the whole challenge done.
Alrighty, so I'm gonna move him 2 spaces, which
Mm-hmm.
gets the chore.
Do you have any adventure cards?
I-
I'm just wondering, like, because we're gonna want to hang
Yes.
on to those.
Yes,
I have
I
one.
have 2.
All I have that
I
we
have
need
2
is a
adventures.
courage.
And wait, I have 2 adventures and I have a wild card.
Oh, okay.
I too have a wild
So I
card.
have 3 adventures.
Okay,
technically.
they can be used for any. Okay,
All right,
just
the
wild card
wilds.
can be
Can be used
anything,
for
so-
anything.
Gotcha.
All right, so this goes off the board, right?
Off the board, and I gotta
You gotta
burn.
burn a card to
so
do
I'm gonna
that.
burn a love because I don't need that.
Okay.
True love.
And truthfully, to try and make this a little easier because we're not gonna need it. I'm gonna burn this other love one to move him to the 5.
All right.
Okay, makes sense.
So it gets him 1 spot closer, which leaves me the 2.
So it looks like it'll be up to me. I'll need, but I don't have adventure.
Oh wait, was he
Wait.
done, or were you done with your turn?
Not done
yet.
because okay. So I complete the challenge. I can play a special card, or I can trade a single card with another player, which I will trade a card.
You want to trade with me?
I will trade. Since he's the one next, I'm going to trade you.
So I don't have any intrigues. That I'll need one more, or he'll need one more. She needs to stay in the barn. So if I can't do it,
I mean, I got 2 adventures already, and I have a wild card for that, so I'm good.
okay, you've got a wild too. So you've got the 2 green.
I got the 2 green.
I got that too. I got 2 greens and a
But-
wild whaling.
What I could do is I can trade you the adventure for one of your lesser unneeds.
Yeah, maybe a revenge.
Do that. That way you have one there.
I've got 2 of the 3 that I need now.
Right, and on your turn, you could possibly do a trade
Mm-hmm.
to get the other that you would need. And then I have
I'm
to
thinking what I'll do on my turn is
possibly take
you've got 2 of the 3 cards you need to
I got
finish?
2 adventures and a wild card. I'm good.
Okay, well then it doesn't matter. Then what I should probably do is on my turn is just grab the miracle so we have it for because that stays from one chapter to the next.
Yeah, go for
right.
it.
I'll draw.
I'll grab the miracle and then I'll grab this and leave him there.
All right. I'll
And
draw.
then you'll finish us off,
I'll
right?
draw my 2 cards as I'm
Okay.
supposed to.
Oh,
Yeah.
and do the thing now.
And flip the
plot.
thing.
14,
Number
that's
14,
gonna be,
Grandpa.
that's gonna be a
What did
chore.
you read this thing for?
Okay, so I think we've just about finished this one. Are you all done?
And
Ed?
I am all done.
Okay, so I'm gonna move here, and I guess you just move. And so now we have this. I'll just put it. I'll give it to you, Jason. You can be the keeper of the miracle.
Then you
And
can you can move them over to the
again.
shorts.
Yeah,
can still
you can
move,
move
does he have a
2,
spot?
and then I'm gonna discard. I'm gonna discard a love to grab that chore, just cause.
Gets rid of that.
And then you've got all the cards that you need.
Mm-hmm.
So
To fulfill that last one.
2. Do the plot. 13. It's the barn. I'll read the text. No, I'm okay. Sit down. A lot of fan service on these Ravensburger games.
Of course.
Yeah, the Jaws one is great. Let's see.
So that's it
So
for you.
that would be it for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
so you don't
just
even
like-
have to move. You just
So yeah,
just
so
finish
then
us.
I just finished it off
And
with those cards.
we did complete the second one.
And that is the end of
And,
chapter 1.
Fame and fortune away. Complete the chapter. Oh, nice. So we're done with the chapter.
Where are you going? Where are you going? Okay, bye.
We'll move those ones out of the way.
Okay.
So
you
it
guys
goes-
want to move on to Escape by the Sea?
Chapter number 2.
Escape by the sea. We get the cronies coming in.
So
Ta-da!
So your wild cards will go back in the special deck. What we basically just we start fresh.
We start
with-
fresh.
The wild
Yeah.
card can go into the bottom.
And then
Yeah.
we deal out 4 cards again.
Yeah. So if you want to shuffle, and this is a
Sure, yep.
oh that's a regular one. Did you put your wild card back in this deck, the special deck?
No.
No, there we go.
There you go. All right.
Oh, and
So
then these should get redone too.
Escape by the Sea.
Inconceivable.
So we place Fezzik, Inigo, and Buttercup on the start space. Oh wow.
Okay. The start. Where's the start space? Start.
Oh, the very middle.
And then Vizzini on space 2.
Okay.
That's right
That's-
there.
Inconceivable. Escape by the Sea. The story so far. Buttercup has been abducted by a trio of strange characters. As they make their escape by sea, a mysterious ship gives chase. Sailing. In order to move your ship to the next space on the map, track either Fezzik or Inigo must be in the same space as Vizzini. And you must discard a card that matches the icon of the next space on the map track. If Vizzini is on the pro, you may discard
The prow.
the prow. You may discard any 3 cards in order to sail the ship 1 space.
Okay, so this
You
is a
may
little
move your
different.
ship any number of times during your turn, as long as you are able to discard the appropriate cards. The chapter is interrupted if the mystery ship moves onto the space occupied by your ship.
Okay, so this is our ship right here. Goes on the S. The mystery ship here goes on the M. So basically, this is the map. We're trying to stay 1 step ahead of the mystery ship that's tracking us.
Okay.
Okay, so this one, and then place a miracle counter on the miracle space, and read through the rules and challenges for this chapter. Whoever was most recently on a boat goes first. Last time I was on a boat was 2 years ago.
Last time I was on a boat.
I was on a cruise ship down in Mexico with my brother.
I would have to say it would have been
Further back?
decades back. Yes.
And I don't think
When
Jay's
I was
been on
in
a boat in a
when I've
good
been in
minute, so I
school,
guess
'cause
I'll
I've
be
been-
going first. So
You'll
let's
have to go
let's
first.
let's read through this, see how the challenges work. Sure. So, in order to move your ship to the next space on the map track, either Fezzik or Inigo must be in the same space as Vizzini. Oh, okay. So, see these are like the different types of story cards. And you got to
Right.
discard one of those to move.
To move
Yeah.
forward.
So the ones that say any or wild. So Inigo and Fezzik must be in the same space as Vizzini, the ship captain.
Yeah, I guess so.
And you must discard a card that matches the icon. If Vizzini is on the prow, you may discard any 3 cards. And the prow is up here, the front of the boat. If Vizzini is on the prow, you may discard any 3 cards in order to sail the ship 1 space. You may move your ship any number of times during your turn as long as you are able to discard the appropriate cards. The chapter is interrupted if the mystery ship moves into the space occupied by your ship. So basically, as we move the plot table, the mystery ship is going to be like catching up to us.
Right.
So yeah, and that's cool. So our challenges are no more rhymes now, I mean it. Requires Inigo and Fezzik must be in the same space.
Anybody want a peanut?
And Vizzini must be on the prow. Choose any player Oh, so that's an easy one. You just got to get Inigo and Fezzik in the same space, Vizini up here to the prow, and you've got to discard. It looks like an intrigue and a love. The Shrieking Eels. Buttercup must be in the water, and Fezzik must be at the railing.
And the boat cannot move
Yeah,
while she's in the water.
Yeah. So how do you get into the water? Do you from the railing? Which
Yeah.
space is the railing? Is that number 4, number 5? It doesn't really. Oh, it's its own space.
I guess. So it goes.
Right here. Okay, but we all start right there.
Yeah,
Anyhow.
start in the middle, so we'd have to go to 4 to railing to water.
Mm-hmm. Interesting.
But we'd have to have those 2 cards before we can even get to that part.
Yeah. Just kind of getting an idea of where we need to go. Whoever he is too late. Your ship must be in the final space of the map track. You must have completed all other challenges. So the third challenge has always got to be last, but the other 2 can be done in any order. Okay.
Oh, okay. So it doesn't have to be 1, 2, 3. It can be 1 or 2. And then 3.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty. That seems fairly straightforward.
Okay.
So the person who goes first on this one is the person who's most recently been on a boat. Has it been a while?
I'm sorry. Did you describe anything in this game as straightforward?
Yeah, okay. In a manner of speaking, relatively so. Compared to some of the games we've played?
Well, I think when we're playing this game, we're supposed to relate to Fred Savage's character, understanding the grandpa being over with the book in the first place.
Yeah, the whole thing is kind of tongue-in-cheek. This whole game is fan service for fans of the movie.
Yeah.
But,
I was on a boat
when? Liar.
10 years ago.
Okay, so I'll go first. I was on a boat in 2018.
Well, there you go.
When we were looking for whales in 6th grade.
Oh. It was when I was a senior.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it was like
I remember watching
junior
the
high.
finals, the Lakers and the Suns, or not Lakers, was it Lakers Suns?
What?
No, Suns and
Bulls?
what was the finals? Bulls, Suns, yeah.
That was 93.
You guys each want to draw 4 cards
All
there?
right, draw 4.
Draw your 4.
Oh, dude, really?
That's funny.
It's like that last game, didn't I? Wasn't I?
Well,
I just shuffled and cut again, so I mean we mixed them up pretty thoroughly.
I
He did.
swear. It's very intriguing. My hand is very intriguing.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Very intriguing.
Where's my Love
Yeah.
Boat game?
Oh, the first round, if it was poker, yeah, I'd have had like a full house.
Oh wow!
It was
All right, I
3s
will-
and 2s.
What do you
All right.
got, gentlemen? So you've got an intrigue and a love. You've right off the bat got what you need, but it's not.
But it's your turn.
Yeah. So I'm guessing just I should probably try to get Vizini up to the front, right?
True.
It's inconceivable.
Might as well.
Inconceivable.
You keep saying this word, but I think you don't know what it means.
So
And you could hit yourself a miracle right there.
yeah, I'll
Right
do
off the
that.
bat.
Oh, it's I gotta move 1, 2, get the miracle token. We've already decided you're our miracle keeper.
the
Oh, you
miracle.
keep that one that from before?
You hold on
Yeah,
to it.
you hold on to it. We keep them from one chapter to the next. We have 2 of them.
That's good.
And any player can do it as
Right.
long as we all agree like that
So
they
when
get
we
the same
when we get
token.
to the Carol Kane Billy Crystal scene, we'd seen worse. I've seen worse. Have fun storming the castle.
Discard any number of cards. I'm gonna have him just kind of haul ass to the prow, get him up there. I don't really have any cards that we need too much. So
No. So you
I'll
could
go ahead and discard this one. Move him 1. Discard another revenge. Move him again. And I'll probably keep my courage and intrigue. I could maybe trade with one of you guys if you need one later. I think that's gonna do it for me. So draw 2 cards from the story deck. We'll do the plot. 7. You want to read us
What is one?
number the plot table? Jason will have to
Yes,
do
the
it.
plot table,
Number.
1 through 10. Move the thing and the other thing. Move Vizzini to the space on the board with the same number as the revealed plot card. Move the mystery ship one space along the map.
Oh, that's tricky. So
That means
Vizzini moves to 7.
Goes to 7 automatically.
Well, that's the prow. That's where we
That's
wanted
the
him.
prow, which is a good thing. And the mystery ship
Moves 1.
moves 1 ahead. And
And
the statement on there is, keep your shirt on, let me read.
Ah.
kid, let me read the story, kid.
Is this the movie of the week? Is McMillan and wife here? Excuse me, sir. I got another question.
So you're up, Jason.
All right, so who do
We're working on this challenge.
Okay, no more rhymes. I mean, Fezzik must be in the same space and Vizzini must be on the prow.
And
Okay,
this
so
is
choose any player. They draw 2 cards from the story deck.
Oh wait, so we got them. They're
We're
on the
already
same
there.
space.
We're already there, so we can
but
do the
all we
first
need to do
challenge.
is discard this. What do you have in your hand?
So I have an intrigue, but I don't have a love.
Do you have a love?
I do. I
You
could,
want, trade him for it,
I
and he
could
could do
trade
it. We can finish the challenge right now.
Okay, here.
there you go.
Boom.
That finishes the challenge. The reward: choose any player. They draw 2 cards from the story deck. So
Go ahead and you do it.
yeah.
Yeah, you might as
Okay.
well. You have fewer cards than us.
So they draw 2
From the story deck, that's this one. This is the plot.
right. Okay. All right. Sounds good. Draw 2 more cards, right?
Yeah,
So,
the end of your
yeah.
regular end of your turn deal.
And plot.
The plot is a number 6.
So Vizzini
When I
moves
was
to
your
number
age,
6.
television was called books.
It's right there.
All right. So who goes? What goes?
Vizzini moves there.
Vizzini moves
He's
to
just
6.
running around the boat
Okay.
instead of staying put where we want. So we finished this one. This
Yeah.
chapter, or this challenge
card,
is
yeah.
Challenge is done.
And all right, I'm done. There you go, Cecil.
And since it goes to me, and we're trying to get to the second one, we're
The
gonna.
Shrinking Eels requires Buttercup must be in the water and Fezzik must be at the railing. So that's what we need to do next.
So, since that's what it's got to be, and we can move them 2 spots,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna move her at least to the
to
rail-
4,
to
and then
4,
the-
and then the railing. I will burn a card.
burn an intrigue. We
Burn-
just need a an adventure and a
To move her
courage.
one more. is
to
that what
move
you're
her
doing?
into the water, which the
Mhm.
boat can't move now.
And then you need
I
a
will-
trade. Oh, you needed more than 1 card. All right, you might have to set it up for me to do it.
I'm gonna burn one more intrigue
Okay.
to move Fezzik there. And then
Oh, he's got to get to the railing. Huh?
Mhm.
and then I guess I will burn one more card to get him to the railing.
Sure.
And that's all I'm gonna do for there, which means I have to draw my 2. Yeah. And then the card, which was 18, which there's
No
nothing-
18.
No 18.
So keep going, I guess, right?
It would be a 5.
So
Oh wait, you did an 18?
Yeah.
Oh wait.
Oh, you got to do this.
That's right,
You
the
move the
18.
mystery ship.
So move mystery ship 2 spaces on the map track.
So it's catching up to us.
Okay.
We can't let that catch us.
All right.
Well, that's the Dread Pirate Roberts.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna move the other one since we already knew what it was. I'll
Okay.
put it in the middle of the deck.
So do you have adventure? Do you have a courage and an adventure card, Waylon? We can
I
finish
do.
this.
Mm-hmm. I do.
So you want to discard those, and then that's the end.
Okay, because I don't have to move, so just discard those, and
then we're
we've
done with that
completed
challenge.
a courage and a
And adventure.
Courage and adventure.
And what is our reward?
And then your reward is move Buttercup to Fezzik, draw 1 card from the special deck.
That's it. From the
On the
special.
rail.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I drew. I hope we win. Just choose. I can play this to choose a player. They draw 2 cards from the story deck. So okay.
So who draws 2 cards from the
Oh
story
no,
deck?
that's what you can do with this when you
Okay.
play it. Yeah.
All right, so
And you still have to draw your 2.
okay.
And then
The plot.
we'll hit the plot.
Number
Which is a 2. Doesn't sound too bad. I'll try to stay awake.
All right. Third challenge. Whoever he is, he's too late. Your ship must be in the final space of the map track. You must have completed all of the challenges.
So now we just got to outrun.
So that means,
You know what we haven't been doing is burning cards to move the ship.
well,
So
that's fine because you can burn any card. It moves it up 1. If you have an adventure, you can burn it. That gives you another one.
Okay, and where's the ship need to go? Where are we done?
Right
Cliffs
there.
of Insanity.
Right.
All right, so it's my turn.
Right. So
Right.
you can burn any card to make it move 1. We've been lucky that the mystery ship only moved 3 spots.
oh yeah, but we got to haul ass now.
Not that. No, wrong one. That's the mystery.
No.
That's yours.
Okay.
And if you have an adventure one,
You can keep going if you have the right
If you have an
cards.
adventure, you can.
I can keep going if I have the right cards.
Right.
All right, let's see here.
And if not, you draw and. So green.
Can I go this? Oh, you gotta follow the arrows.
Follow the. Follow
Okay. So go there. Go there. Go there. Should I discard my last card? I guess I can. I
Might
can
as
do
well
more,
if you have
sure.
it. Just
Yeah, I'm not.
because all we got to do is just outrun him
Yeah.
now.
Draw your 2.
I'm drawing my 2 and plot card.
The plot card is a 1. A book. Has it got any sports in it?
Okay, and that's it. Okay.
Oh, you move the mystery ship 1 space along the track every time you do that number 2. He should actually be there. And I think, did we forget to move him last time? Because like every time you draw a 1 through 10, what was the last one we did? A 2. So he
So, okay. So he's
Yeah.
there. Alrighty. So I can burn any. So I'm going to burn my adventure one. I have a revenge. And there. I don't have the required card for that one. So,
So
I'm
it's
gonna-
You can trade with me if you want.
so
Oh, okay. That's right. The
I'll
trading.
trade this one, a revenge for the intrigue. I will burn it to go there. I will draw my 2 cards. And then I will draw, and we will see. It is a 20.
What is the 20?
No 20, yeah.
What does it say?
Oh, yeah. Inconceivable. Discard 2 more plot cards and resolve their efforts.
Oh, so you do 2. So yeah, that's kind of bad. You do them both. So
19.
That's inconceivable. So you gotta draw 2 more. Keep
Yeah.
drawing
2 after the 16.
Okay, 16 through 18. More, move the mystery ship 2 spaces along the map track.
Boom, boom.
Move Fezzik and Indigo to the start space.
Okay. And I still have to draw 2 from the last one, which makes it 17.
That's another move
Moving.
the ship 2 spaces.
He's hot on our tail.
And a 5.
And that is move Bazzini to the space on the board with the same number as the revealed
The
card.
5.
Move the mystery ship.
And then the mystery ship one more.
Ready.
Oh, wait, you went the wrong direction. He's going that. It curves back and
Oops,
forth.
sorry.
Yeah, so be there.
This one.
Yeah,
Sorry.
All right.
that's it. Did you do all your discarding and everything?
I discarded, and then I flipped all those, so
Yep.
these are mine.
We're good. Okay, so then my turn.
So,
Do you have
Courage.
intrigue?
I do have an intrigue. Oh wait,
Wait,
not intrigue. We
it
need
said courage.
courage. Courage. Boom.
I was looking at the mystery ship.
A revenge.
Revenge. Boom. And I think you can do one where you can do any 3 just to move 1, right? What on the chapter
Draw
there?
3 cards from the story deck or 1 card from the special deck.
Oh, hang on. Let me take a quick peek.
Oh, that's to
not
use the
what I-
miracle. No, yeah.
Yeah, if you use a miracle, you can draw 3, I believe.
Oh. Fezzik, either Fezzik or Inigo must be in the same space as Vizzini, so I wasn't able to do that. Like, at least Fezzik or Inigo has to be on the same space as Vizzini in order for you to move the boat. You know what I mean?
Oh.
So those last 3.
Inconceivable.
Yep. So I'll take that back. We'll back up. Okay, so I guess I can just move him there and then we're good.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll move him. Well, probably doesn't do, like, you don't want him chasing him around the boat. You want Fezzik and Inigo spread out so that either one can get him wherever he happens to move to.
Right.
I guess he's hyperactive. He's just running around the boat in a panic.
Okay. He's freaking out.
Okay, so now we can do those 3 moves. 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
Yeah, I knew we were missing something. That seemed a little too easy. And then
You
what was another thing? You may move. I remembered seeing one other thing.
You may move your ship any number of times during your turn as long as you're able to discard your
Yeah.
cards.
Okay.
And so
Um,
you draw your 2.
Draw 2. Whoops. Yeah, that's 2. And
And then the flip.
And if Vizzini's on the prow, you can discard 3 cards to move the ship a space.
that's what I was trying to remember.
Yeah.
But he's got to be on the prow
He's
for
gotta be
that.
on
Get on the prow. All right.
I'm on the prow.
On number 4.
All right.
So,
he's got to move next to Buttercup.
and then we move the mystery ship 1 space.
1 spot. Okay. Which leaves you're next.
Well, I'm next.
And to move the boat,
All right. So
Either
we
move
need
Fezzik
to move
or-
him here, right?
right?
Mhm.
And then
If you have a revenge and an
next
adventure.
one, yeah, we do. And don't have an adventure.
You can always trade.
Who has an adventure? Okay. So we'll do that. Do 1 more. Draw my 2. Do a plot card.
What card is in 12?
Do we have a 12? No, it only goes up to 10, doesn't it?
So what does 12 do on the
12
table?
on the
It's just a
table.
regular where the you move
Move the
Vizzini
mystery
and
ship 2 spaces along the map track.
Boom.
All right. All right.
Alrighty, so then that leaves me. And they're still
we
in
need
the
a
same
green and
spot.
we need an intrigue and 2 intrigues and an adventure.
Well, I can do the adventure.
Okay, that's
Move them
cool.
up 1. I can't do the other ones. But
I can
do a
I
trade.
can trade. I've got an intrigue you can have.
I'll trade you the courage for the intrigue.
There you go.
I will give that to there.
All right.
I'll move it to there. I will draw the 2 cards as needed. Flip. It is an 8. Which 8 it is.
All right. Move Vizzini to the space.
And then the mystery ship moves 1.
And then that will be my turn, leaving it up to you.
Okay, I don't have an intrigue. You got one?
You don't forget to move
No.
Oh yeah. So
one of the guys.
what do you think? I could move Inigo just 2 to get where he's at.
Yeah.
Right.
Move him to the 7, then the next turn I can move him.
Oh, I can even burn one. I can burn one.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
got some useless stuff here.
Mm-hmm.
Burn love.
Yeah, love is
Useless.
But
love
love.
love
Love,
stinks.
love hurts.
And then yeah, okay. Hello, little man.
Do you have 6 fingers on your right hand?
Okay, and now when they're together, then now we can do this.
You look familiar. Didn't you play an alien with James Caan?
Such a good movie. And,
That was Mandy Patinkin.
Yeah, people don't recognize the makeup now.
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure Alien Nation's coming from Ravensburger soon.
It better. I'm planning on it. Alien Nation meets They Live.
Okay, you got to choose. Is it going to be Alien Nation or Enemy Mine? Like which alien teamed up with a human where they first don't trust each other but they learn to work together movie would be?
With a little mini Samis, Louis Gossett Jr., with a little Bible, with a little book. They read painstaking.
I think I would choose the Alien Nation.
Alien Nation over Enemy Mine.
For
Alien Nation has a
board game,
slight. I would
because
say
it has a
Alien
lot
Nation
to it.
has a slightly bigger fan base than Enemy Mine.
Yeah.
I just say let's do Ice Pirates.
Well, as soon as we play that, we can just.
There can be a stage where they go fast forward in the future.
We
They're
can
over
commit
the big-
we can commit ritual suicide after that because there won't be anything else to live for when we're done playing.
Oh man.
That'll be
that.
that'll be
the
the
best.
channel's finale. Ice Pirates, the game.
Be like,
Can you imagine, dude? A Bruce Valanche head, little
miniature?
miniature.
Oh God.
It'd be just the head.
Okay, so
Yeah,
anyhow, I don't
Just
have.
one little head.
All we need to do is reach the cliffs of insanity, right? Do you
Yeah,
have?
we got one
right.
more movement.
Do
I
you
don't
have
have
a?
an intrigue
Oh
now.
shoot! So I'm gonna have to draw then.
Yeah.
All right.
They can always
So
It's
draw.
the end of your turn.
Draw. 1, 2, 3.
And do the plot thing, so.
Yep.
And the plot is 15.
And we don't have a 50.
But what does it say up there?
Yeah, move the mystery ship 2 spaces. So it's catching up.
You're getting close.
And that's it.
Which will leave it up to you.
I don't discard. this.
Okay, who has either one of you don't know intrigue? Did you draw an intrigue?
I don't.
No.
Ooh, that does suck. So I have no choice but just to draw 2 cards. And
Do you want to move? I guess. it doesn't
there's
matter.
there's
Yeah.
no point in moving.
14 is the number.
Alright, 14 is still the mystery ship.
2 more.
Alright. Go for it, Cecil.
Okay.
You
well,
can do it.
I
And
don't.
I didn't draw any intrigues on that thing either.
We're gonna.
Yeah, I drew them all in the first thing. I drew 4,
sweet
remember?
gravy. All right. Well, that means I got to draw 2. Come on,
Adventure, intrigue.
No!
No.
Son of a mother. Not a good thing. I did not get any.
And then do the plot.
Hope for
Well, so
Something
basically,
over 15.
we get a replay.
Yeah.
We get a do-over, but then once that's used up, that's it. Like
Yeah.
we get one chance to fail. It's basically you
So
have.
there's a chance we won't finish the story.
Yeah.
we got to pray that this is
All right,
more
let's
a
see.
single.
It's got to be above 15.
It has to be above 15.
Well, otherwise, this is going to catch up to us.
I thought if it was a 1.
Well, none of those are good results.
Yeah.
All
right.
Now the ship moves to you.
And the number is
11.
an 11.
Yeah, so the ship is caught up with us. It is on the same spot. as
Then
us.
I believe we lost. So it's a replay.
So move
So
this
we
back.
burn the replay. So basically, we start the turnover. I was wrong about one thing. These special cards, we leave them in this deck.
All right then.
So
Yeah, so for the wild cards.
yeah.
Makes sense.
So
Okay.
basically, like those stay in
The regular.
the story deck. After once you burn it, it
Yeah.
stays in that deck from that point forward. So it's just to give you like they're like a reward, but they're permanent. They permanently stay in the deck, so it increases the odds that we'll get a good draw every time we put It's
right.
basically we're drafting cards from this deck into this deck. You see what I'm saying?
I think so.
Yeah. So okay, so we just start blues.
All right.
Recap, we made it to chapter 2. the mystery ship caught up
It
to
was
us.
Neil Simon's
right at the
chapter.
right at the very end too. Right at
Just
the
kind of
close.
wrap up our thoughts on this game. I was like, if you're a fan of the movie, you really should probably own this game. It's
Yeah.
great fan service.
Oh yeah. If
I
they
just
made a
gotta say,
movie-
I've been really impressed with all of the movie-themed board games that Ravensburger has published. There's quite a few of them now, and every single one, they really seem to capture what's special about that movie. Their game designers, the games aren't terribly complicated, but they really do a good job of capturing the theme of whatever movie that they're based on. And this one is no different.
Yeah, it wasn't inconceivable.
no.
I enjoyed
And
it.
any movie with Andre, any game with Andre the Giant.
You get an Andre the Giant
Oh,
miniature.
yeah.
Come on.
Hello,
You
lady.
gotta love it.
Yeah. So what did you guys think?
I thought it was really interesting how they integrated the game with the different sections of the movies. You know, the farm, the boat, and I'm sure there was the forest and the castle and
Yeah.
little things that you had to do to.
It's interesting. This
Move
would be
forward.
this would be a good party game, especially if you're with people who are familiar with the movie.
Right.
The fact that it's co-op, I like cooperative games. I own quite a few. It's kind of a nice change of pace because it's almost like a puzzle you're trying to solve together.
Yeah, this is the first co-op one I've ever played. Usually, it's always just the base one-on-one kind of going after. I mean,
Sure,
the
sure.
last board game I
What'd
actually
you
played
think,
was
Jeff?
Clue.
What are your thoughts?
Man, that first chapter, like, that was painful.
Yeah,
Like, that was like
doing chores.
doing chores for an hour.
It's like a toilet scrubbing sim.
Yeah, yeah. It's like it was like the part of Skyrim that you try to get through as fast as you can.
Oh, like there was
grinding.
a lot of stuff in that game.
The
like-
grinding to do
You remember
certain things.
You remember doing the metal working and the leather working? And it's like, holy shit! I just worked a job all day long. Now I got to work a job at this video game.
Yeah, I've been playing that game as recently as 2 weeks ago.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
See, there's a way around getting that one. You use your time upping your archery, going after all the skins and stuff, you know, and then you go and take them all and do your leather work and stuff like that. That
I
way it doesn't
finished-
look like.
or
doesn't look-
you use console commands to skip to about level 25.
I beat Oblivion, but I never actually finished Skyrim. I made it pretty far, and then I was just like, this is just too much. I just had to put it down.
Yeah, so sometimes, like I watch so much Skyrim stuff. I still play Skyrim. I have.
You played
my
any of
game
the
is
Fallout
modded.
games?
So I'm big. I'm a fantasy RPG guy.
Oh.
So Fallout, even though it's basically the same game,
Yeah.
I just could never get into it.
Oh.
I liked Fallout. This guy's a Fallout.
They have
fanatic.
great stories when it comes to it. You know, I mean, Fallout 3 had a great story. New Vegas had a nice story. It had its issues with bugs and stuff like that. Even the DLCs had cool little stories and all that stuff. I mean, if you like games that have like a good story to it and all that, and you find out little stuff. Even 4, I've seen stuff with 4. I haven't got to play 4, but a friend of mine has it, and I've helped him play it. And just seeing, you know how the story of it all plays out. I think you might like it if you give it a chance.
I tried it. Does it have naked elves and fire magic?
No, nothing like that. No,
It's
naked
got
stuff.
giant radioactive cockroaches.
If you want nakedness, then go play like Witcher 3. You might enjoy something like that. That has nakedness, and it does have fire. You can throw fire in that one.
the Dragon Age games have like the sexual encounters.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Well, modded Skyrim has everything you want in it.
Everything.
All right. On a side note, before we wrap this up,
Yeah.
I think it's Syn Gaming, SYN Gaming. He does a bunch of playthroughs on Skyrim where he generates like different mods. So he'll do run throughs where like 10 wheels of cheese spawn every second.
Oh, for God's sake.
I think the funniest mod I ever saw for Skyrim was when they did the Macho Man Randy Savage's head on a dragon.
Oh, God.
And
that
every
was
time
like-
it blew fire,
That was like
I
2012,
yeah.
brother.
That's the funniest one I loved.
There was one, I can't remember what mod it was, but it was they released it on April Fools, and it replaced like every weapon in the game with a fork.
Oh God.
But anyways, hey, thanks for watching. So every Friday night we're gonna be doing this. We're reviewing Mandalorian. wrestling figure forum with Jason and Cecil, and then game night. So every Friday night, just check out Bandwagon Fans, and we'll see you next week and get on the bandwagon.